Hello, beginning this week we're going to have some lessons on figurative language. And the first one is that we're going to learn about similes. What is a simile? But let me go back for a moment and talk about figurative language. What is it? Think to yourself for a moment. Figurative language is what makes writing and speaking interesting. If you are reading a text and you read, "Her dress is pretty," what type of image do you form in your head? Or if you're reading a text and it has, "Her dress is as colorful as a rainbow," what do you see in your head? Which one is more interesting? Her dress is pretty, or her dress is as colorful as a rainbow? Which one would you rather read? So that's an example of figurative language. It adds the excitement and it adds the wonderful images that you see in your head. And so the first one we're going to learn about is a simile. A simile is when you compare two things with like or as, two objects, a person and an animal, two animals, you compare. I'm going to write some examples. I'll write the first example that I talked about earlier. Her dress is as colorful as a rainbow. And then I have some more that I wrote that I'm going to pull up and I'm going to write them for you. And as I'm writing, I want you to think about some that pop in your head. So remember that a simile is compared using the words like or as. And here are some examples. Her hair is as soft as silk. Sally is as fast as a cheetah. She is as quick as a bunny. And then, what's one that we could do with like? If you had been maybe swimming in the ocean and in the salt water, and you had been out there for a long time and your skin's gotten sort of wrinkly, maybe like a raisin, you could say that my skin is like feel rubbery. I don't know, maybe if you've been out in the sun, or it's like a raisin, or rubbery. You can think of your own descriptive word. It's like a raisin. Now I want you to think of some similes to write. Just brainstorm and just make a list. See if you can make a whole page if you want to, of different similes. And then when you're writing your stories, try to enter in some similes into your writing. It'll help make it interesting and visually pleasing to your reader. Have a great morning.